Hello, we are live once again on a Friday evening. I just finished work. I was working 9 to 5 today, normal full-time hours, but I am so exhausted. I don't know what it is. I think because yesterday I was working 9 to 5. Well, no, it wasn't 9 to 5. It was 1 to 9. I was working an evening shift. And I had to do training. I was learning how to de-escalate conflicts. We love corporate training. It was kind of useful to learn about what to do when I'm faced with conflicts at work, but also extremely boring. And we had to do like role play stuff. So I think today, after I worked another 8-hour shift, I was just too tired. But today, I harvested the lettuce that I was growing at work. I had a little planter that I have at the library, and then I finally harvested the lettuce and put it in my hamburger to eat for lunch. So that was very exciting. And then I shared my lettuce with all of my coworkers, and now I'm here ready to make another Pokemon for my 151 Pokemon challenge. So you can see I have already made 144 out of the 151 Gen 1 Kanto region Pokemon. So let's see which one we will be making today. I also have some more Pokemon cards that I got, which I'm so excited to show you. But let's generate this random Pokemon and see who we will be making today. Oh, Goldeen! Goldeen evolves into Seaking. So another set of 2, but this was so cool because it's a goldfish Pokemon, and finally we have a cool water type again. So let me bring out my Goldeen. Oh, Goldeen is a good one for today. Let's see. I've been getting some pretty cool ones recently. I got Cubone and Marowak last stream. So here's what they look like after ironing. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I upgraded my setup a little bit so that the image quality is a bit better. I don't think you can even notice this, but I notice it, and I think it looks much more HD compared to before. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe you didn't notice, but I did upgrade it a little bit. There is a slight delay, I think, in my hand movements. See? Like, it doesn't really match up, but this is what I made last stream. I think the picture quality looks much better now. I was so happy to figure out how to do it, because the only other way was I had to pay for it through a subscription plan, and we don't like that. So I'm gonna be putting up the image first for Goldeen and Seaking, and then we'll open up Pokemon cards at the end. Yeah, so the thing I got to make the picture quality a bit nicer for my recording is a capture card. At first it wasn't working at all, but I got it to work, so yay! I can record in HD. Before my camera, I had to use like a software to get the footage onto here. Like, streaming is so complicated when you have to figure out all the tech stuff. But now I am just recording directly from my camera and getting more HD quality to it, so that hopefully I get some better recordings that I can use in the future. Anyway, let's bring out my reference image. Okay, and then let me show you real quick what I got in the past week, thanks to my wonderful dad. Oh, Chinese Pokemon cards, and it has Sylveon on it. So these are from straight from China. In Chinese this is Bao Ke Meng. That's Pokemon. They used to call it something else. They used to call it 神奇宝贝 or something. But now it's Meng. Pokemon trading card game. Each pack has 4. So it's even less than the Japanese packs. There's only 4 cards in each of these. So I think I want to open one of those up today. And then my dad also got me some, he got me this thing. It's like a DIY pop-up box. So maybe I'll open that as well. And then of course I'll open up some Asian packs today. I'll open up a Japanese one, Chinese one, and then that box. And that'll be after we finish Goldeen. Alright. So let's start with the outline. I also did such a cool thing on Wednesday. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there is a How to Train Your Dragon live action movie that came out this month. It's I don't know if it's getting good reviews or bad. I thought it was a good movie. Pretty good. Like the live action movies I've been seeing so far this year have been pretty good. I watched a Minecraft movie, which was good, and now How to Train Your Dragon. I really enjoyed it because not only was it a great movie, like a childhood favorite movie, but I watched it in 4DX. So that's like watching a movie and you're sitting in these comfortable seats that can move as you watch the movie. So while Toothless is flying up there with Hiccup, my chair is going like, ooh, and then like during the battle scenes, like dun, dun, zzz, zzz, like it's completely immersive, makes you feel like you're flying up there with them. And that was so cool. There was wind, there were fans blowing in your face. There wasn't any smoke, which was unfortunate. I wish they had smoke machines. That would have fit perfectly with that movie. There was even a little bit of water. Like there was one scene where like the dragon is drooling, and I felt like a little splash of water hit my face. So it really felt like it was drooling on me too. I know some people online have been saying, oh, the 4DX is just wobbling chairs, it doesn't really match the movie, but I thought it was appropriate for each scene. Like the amount of movement and shaking, it really made you feel like you were in the battle scenes. It really made you feel like you were flying. I thought it was cool. It was my first time doing a 4DX movie in theaters, and it was just like $10 more expensive than the usual price. So I thought it was really worth it. I highly recommend experiencing an action movie in 4DX if you have a movie theater that does that. I actually had to go all the way to Yonge and Dundas, which is like, it's kind of like a really tiny Times Square in Toronto. And they have these huge billboards showing the latest movies and advertisements. So there's a movie theater there up in a building that has the 4DX chairs that can give you that experience. There aren't really a lot nearby. So I went to that. I know that the new F1 movie is coming out soon, and they're going to be using the 4DX theater for that soon. That's why I had to go ASAP to watch How to Train Your Dragon before they took it out of the theaters. And now I really want to see How to Train Your Dragon 2 in the same way using the 40x motion chairs. I don't think there's any other way to watch How to Train Your Dragon now. You have to watch it in the motion chairs and have the full experience. I didn't even watch. Like, I should have watched the original How to Train Your Dragon before seeing the live action, but maybe that would have made the experience worse because I would know what the original was like. Because right now I can't really remember what the original. Oh shoot! Why did this turn off? Hmm. Oh, I guess that is a problem. It's okay. We are troubleshooting this. I am learning how to use this. Oh, actually, yeah. Since this camera, it's directly it's taking the feed, the video feed directly from this camera. I guess if it's not recording, it'll go into standby mode and then it'll just turn off like that. That's good to know. That is something I have to troubleshoot for the next one. Yeah, so How to Train Your Dragon. I highly recommend seeing it in 40x. Even if you don't see it in 40x, I liked watching it. It was fun. I think some of the the casting, like Fish Legs, like I think he was pretty funny. But I forgot the twins' names. Like the dude looked just like the one in the animated movie, and then Hiccup really looked like Hiccup. He made a really good Hiccup. Astrid was really cool too. She had the same attitude that she had in the movie, the original movie. And then of course Stoic. He was great because he was the original voice actor for Stoic, so he played his part very well. I think Gobber could have been a bit more. I think his accent wasn't as pronounced as in the animated film. And then Snotlout was his name. Yes. He was annoying, just like in the animated one. So well played. I don't really remember the original one, so maybe that's why my review of it is good. Otherwise, I think, yeah, definitely I'll watch How to Train Your Dragon 2 once that comes out. I know that's already announced. Okay. I'm gonna go in with some dark gray for Goldeen shading. Also, it's finally summer, so happy summer. The library is actually so empty. Let me change up the title here. Goldeen and Seaking. Now that it's summer, I think nobody's really visiting the library. They've got better things to do. They are going out to play. I wish I got a season pass to Wonderland. Because I realized it's not that far. And if I had a season pass to Wonderland, I could just go ride a roller coaster once a week. I think that would be a good investment. But I forgot to get it. Now the season pass is expensive again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm about to fall asleep. I'm really just holding on. Okay, that's the dark grays done. Let's go in with some of the. I'll go in with the light grays for the fins. Two, 3. This would be 45 and 46. I'm almost at the 1/3 point for my 151 challenge. I've already been streaming for more than 10 weeks at least. That's pretty good. It's a new record. I'm gonna keep doing this until I finish all 151 Pokemon, and then once I finish them, I don't even know when that will be. Once I finish them, I want to, I don't know what I should do after that. Actually, I want to maybe try something new, like gaming or something. I don't know what to do. I'm just trying anything I can. I would love to get a boat license. That's another random thing that I am interested in. Because in Ontario, Canada, if you get a boat license, it's called a pleasure craft operator card. That allows you to operate any motorized vehicle, like a water vehicle, and it's good for life. And I am thinking I should learn how to explore the waters. I have a kayak already, and who knows, maybe one day I'll have a boat, and I can just say I can drive it because I already did the boating test, which is online, to have a license to drive a boat. Why not? If you just get it over with once, then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of your life. Of course, I would still take lessons if I were to drive an actual boat. Maybe even go sailing. I think sailing would be very interesting. I feel like the brightness changes on this when I'm doing it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. this summer I need to focus on something. I need to focus on maybe I need to focus on making actual videos. I need to focus on I said I would do pottery. I said I would do pottery this year. And I promised, told my instructor, I'll come back, save me a spot at your studio. And I still haven't gone back. However, I will be going back very soon, and I will be starting my pottery summer. This will be a summer of pottery. I'd love to learn how to sail a boat, but I know that is a huge distraction, and I cannot invest in that right now, even though I kind of really want to try sailing now that I have discovered I can do that in Toronto. I don't know if I'll get seasick if I tried sailing a boat. It's different from driving a boat with a motor. You have to actually put up sails and like have a Charlie St. Cloud moment. One, two, three. Okay, now that I have done the white shading, I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, there's a fin. I'm gonna see what color to choose for Goldeen's red parts. Two. Okay, now that that's done, I guess this is a good red to use. It's not bright red, it's more of a maroon red. 1, 2, 3. Goldeen must be created after those goldfish with those weird frills on its head. I never liked those fish. I never had. Actually, I did. I know why I don't like those fish. Because when I was little, my first ever pet that I raised was 5 goldfish in this tiny tank. It shouldn't have been in a tiny tank, but my parents didn't know better. I did not know better because I was 6. And we had like 5 of these little goldfish with the red puffy thing on its head. I don't know the anatomy, what that's called. But they had these little frilly things. I always imagined that as their brain, even though it can't be outside of their head. But I imagined that was like the brain on their heads. And one day, I discovered in my tiny little aquarium, it was not even an aquarium, it's just like a plastic tank. One day I discovered, so this tank had a filter that was in the tank. So the filter, it sucked water from inside the tank and just blew it out from inside. Sometimes there are filters that suck the water out into a canister that's propped on the outside of the tank, and then it will have like a waterfall that flows back into the tank. So then it gets the water out and then back in. But this filter that I had, it was just completely in the tank. And one day I discovered at the bottom of the filter where it sucks up the water, one of my goldfish's head was just stuck at the bottom of the filter. And I'm like, oh my god, Goldie is stuck. Goldie is stuck in the filter. So I had to turn it off. And then, oh my gosh. Is this gonna happen every time? Maybe I can't use this system. And then I realized that my goldfish was injured. And I felt so bad because that frilly thing on its head looked like, it looks like that's so fragile, and for it to get stuck in the filter, I didn't know. I was 6. My parents also didn't know. We should have gotten a different type of filter. Yeah. And so Goldie passed away, and then I never raised fish again until I was a bit older, and then I started to research how to raise goldfish properly by myself with the help of Google. But yes, that was a core memory. Having my fish's head stuck in the filter. That never happened again though, for any of my other fish that I got in the future. Oh, what I am missing are some grays here. One, 2, 3. I'm also missing some of this red. Okay, that looks pretty good. And now I need to get some pinks. I'll get a salmony pink. There. Or maybe a lighter one. That's better. Yeah, that matches well. Oops, I also missed some white beads. Okay, I'll fill it in after the pink, and then we will be done. Okay, yeah, just the eyeball and the top of the head left. Has a blue, kind of turquoise. I've used this one, and Goldeen is done. Yay! It looks really clear with this video capture card, but the problem now is that it just turns off randomly, which sucks. Okay. We'll put Goldeen aside, and I will begin making Seaking. Okay. Let's do bring out. Yeah, Seaking looks very nice. It has a horn too. Yeah, after raising my first 5 goldfish that had that little frill on its head, I never bought those fish again to raise as pets. The next goldfish I had that I actually raised for 8 years were a bunch of comet fish. Comet fish are they're like a type of feeder fish. They sell them at pet stores for maybe 25 cents, 10 cents. They sell them to you so that you can feed it to other animals. But I was like, no, I want to raise it as my fish, my pet fish. They were very dirty. They pooped so much and they grew so big. Some of them lived for 8 years until until the last one finally passed away when I was in high school, and then I never raised fish again. I just have my turtle Koopa. I probably spent, like, my parents probably paid so much money for the electricity bill, water bill. I had to buy food. Just buying one little box of food for these fish was already more than what I paid to get the fish. But I really enjoyed having them as my pets. It's what taught me all about raising aquarium animals. And they survived for 8 years, which is like it's like way more than they would have lived if you didn't buy them to be pets, because people just buy them and then they feed them to their turtles or whatever, or their what else eats the feeder fish. I actually don't know. It would have been eaten anyway. This summer, I think I should also get a fishing license. That's actually, now that this totally reminded me, I needed to do that. Fishing license cost maybe like $10. I don't even know, like, why do we need a fishing license? It's not even like you're being tested on how to fish. Like, you just need to have that to be allowed to fish. There's always so many rules when it comes to nature. Like, can't we just enjoy nature without having to pay for it? That's why I think this year that they're making the public parks, some of the public parks that had fees, I hope they're making the federal ones free, the national parks. We need more ecotourism. But also, yeah, I understand if you're fishing too much and you're not supposed to be, then that's not good either. I just want to catch one little fish, call it a day, call it a summer, eat it. I really don't know if it would taste good if you just catch a fish. And then take my picture, and that's it. Then my summer is made. I've only ever caught fish from the ocean. I've never caught them from lakes. Maybe this year will be the year. I have a little kayak I can go on. Yeah, actually, I need to do that. Thanks for reminding me. Let's see. Oh, maybe I could. Maybe I can finish this. Before 7 o'clock. And then I'll go water some plants. I need to do an update on my garden bed as well. That video that I made of me making a raised garden bed using some planter blocks and cedar wood, it has so many views. So many people have seen how to make that, and I really wonder how many people have actually made one in their own backyard or have one that's similar to mine, because that would be just so cool to see somebody who has a garden that looks just like mine. I really don't know. No one ever showed me their garden if they did recreate it. I really hope they did, or at least were inspired by it. The day somebody shows me a garden bed that looks exactly like mine, I'll be so happy. Like, oh my god, we're twins. But again, this year, just like last year, I didn't really focus on my garden too much because I had a trip to Japan. It's always Japan. Last year I went to Japan and I had neglected my garden and didn't really do an update on it. And this year I neglected it again, but in the beginning. So hopefully near the end of the harvest season, it will be okay. I can still make a nice update video on my garden bed. Actually, one of the saddest things about my channel, because I can see all the analytics and everything, and my top viewed, most active video is my garden bed video. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, nobody cares about the perler beads. It's all about the garden. That one gets the most views every month. People always are watching how to make a raised garden bed, I guess, compared to my perler bead videos. So yeah, I know I should make more updates to my garden, show them how it is, but then also when I make my perler bead videos, not a lot of people care either. So what even is this channel? It's just a place for me to make crafts. But I'm only making the same crafts. It's called QD crafts, but I only make fuse bead crafts. I don't do anything else. So we shall see if I can have like a channel makeover. You are witnessing an identity crisis right now. Hi, don't subscribe. I see you. Hello. That's a lot of hellos. How's it going? Are you enjoying the summer? It is so cold where I am. It was like only 18 degrees today. And then in the afternoon it started to feel more like summer. But in the morning I was wearing a jacket, a windbreaker. I was chilly. I wanted to drink hot chocolate. My colleague was like, oh, maybe because we're just not used to this kind of weather, like we're still adjusting to the hot and cold, because sometimes just a few days ago there was extreme heat. It was so hot, grass was dying, my plants were wilting, my garden plants were like the leaves were burnt to a crisp. And then a few days later, today, it's suddenly cold. And my colleagues, oh, maybe we're just not used to like the change in the temperatures. And I'm like, no, girlie, this is climate change. This is what they warned us about. And we are living through it. I really hope this kind of weird extreme changes in the weather and temperature, it doesn't continue on for too long or like get too bad, but you never know. We don't know. Oh my gosh, please. Please. What do I do about this problem? It's gonna keep doing that. I guess I'll have to I'll have to go back to the drawing board for this. I thought I had a really good system with this capture card, but apparently not. Apparently, this thing will suddenly turn off every few minutes. Maybe that's my camera setting. And I'm just talking to myself. Nobody needs to know this. I'll figure it out. Okay, that's all of the dark grays for Seaking. Oh my gosh. Here's a crazy story. So, a few weeks ago when I was going downtown in Toronto to see the Beaches, which is like this Toronto rock band. Pretty cool for ladies who are really awesome musicians, have some great songs. When I went to go see them, I passed by this huge mural of Valorant characters. And I was like, whoa, there's Yoru, there's, I think Jade was there. Oh, I forgot their names already. I haven't played Valorant in so long. There was like, there are all of these different Valorant characters. I think Jet was on there for sure. And then, so there's this huge mural on the wall of a huge building, and then I realized, oh, the Valorant Masters are being hosted in Toronto, and some of the celeb, I guess the famous people who are known for playing Valorant or for doing gaming videos, like Toast and Yvonne from Offline TV, they were here in Toronto. And then one day I was just scrolling through looking through some stories on Instagram, and one of my contacts, she just casually posts a photo, and I'm like, oh, it's Yvonne and Toast and this dude called Tarek. And then they're all just sitting there, and then in the middle I see her, and I'm like, isn't that this girl I know from work? She's just sitting there with Toast and Yvonne, and I'm like, whoa. I think she has a friend who's a friend of them. So I was just like, whoa, that's a crazy crossover I did not expect to see. And then that's how I found out that they're there for the Valorant Masters. I haven't played Valorant in so long. If I tried to today, I think I would be ranked at the absolute lowest, which is what, Iron? I think that's what I would be. I think at some point I reached gold. That's still really bad. Or no, not gold, impossible. Bronze, yes. That's more reasonable. Where was I? Here. Yeah, I didn't really follow the Valorant Masters, but it looked like they had a good time. There's so many people. Oh, I think I can definitely finish this by 7 o'clock. I'm so tired. Like, why? I feel so old. Like, my back is aching. I just want to go to sleep. I think soon I will be reaching auntie status. One time when I was at work, my coworker brought her daughter to volunteer for one of the programs we were doing. And she's like, "Oh, sweetie, this is Auntie Victoria." And I was like, "Auntie? Excuse me?" And she's like, "Oops, I mean, this is 姐姐 Victoria." And 姐姐means like older sister in Chinese, in Cantonese. And I'm like, yeah, it better be 姐姐. What do you mean, auntie? I was like, girl, you did not just call me auntie. But we are reaching that point, I guess. I also, actually, yeah, I have a lot of like, I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm continuously having one. I've been having this for 5 years. But yesterday when I was working at a different library to cover, to cover a shift, um, I met one of my colleagues who was like, "Oh, so like, how do you like it? Are you adjusting?" And she was really sweet. She looked around my age, but she goes and asks me, "So, do you have any kids?" And I was like, "Huh? Kids? What? What? Do I look like I have kids?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I do not. I can't." I was like, "I cannot even have kids right now. Like, are you kidding?" I'm like, I physically am able to, but I would not. I would not. Never now. I was telling her, like, "Oh, um, I'm old enough to, but like mentally, I still think if I were to have a child right now, that would be a teen pregnancy. But it's not. It was totally normal to have a child at my age. But no, thank you." And then she was like, "Oh yeah, I can't believe like I graduated high school 9 years ago." And then I was calculating in my head, I'm like, 9 years? And I was like, wait, we're the same age. Oh, I found a fellow 98er, 98 liner at the library, but oh my gosh. I'm about to crash out if anyone ever says that to me again. Now I just need to... Oh, perfect. I just need to fill in the rest of the tail with white, and then we can start with the reds. I also yesterday spontaneously bought tickets to see a basketball game that they do in Toronto every year. It's by the Asian something collective. I already forgot his name, but they used to be called the CCYAA, the Chinese Canadian Youth something association. I don't remember the name, but essentially they get a whole bunch of Asian creators. Simu Liu's always there, Jeremy Lin's always there, Kanto Mando's there, and then like they play basketball with each other. It's like for a non-profit. They changed their name. It used to be CCYA, now it's called ARC, Asian Roots Collective, I think. Yeah. Now I think that's the name. So I bought a ticket to go see the basketball game, and there's also going to be talks and food, and also with the purchase of the ticket you get a free bubble tea, which is very on brand. And I'm gonna go watch it, mainly because I found out one of my all-time favorite YouTubers ever is going to be playing. He's going to be playing the basketball game. That is Alex Wasabi. I love Alex Wasabi. I grew up watching his vlogs. I survived university watching his vlogs. Just definitely just love his energy, his enthusiasm, and I want to see them play basketball. I've seen Simu Liu twice already, and then I've never seen Jeremy Lin, but Wong Fu Productions, I've seen them here before. We'll see. So we'll see a bunch of Asian creators here in Toronto. That'll be very fun, hopefully inspiring. Hear them talk about their journey and everything, and then play some fun games of basketball. I'm gonna use this red for the fish lips. Fish lips like that. And then I'll use this. Ooh, what should I use for this? This rusty red. I use this for the outside. Yes, we shall see. We shall see how that goes, the basketball game. It's next Saturday, I think? Saturday, downtown Toronto. It'll be pretty busy, pretty packed, so I hope I can get there early and perfectly. I'm not working that day. I'll have to get there early. It's a weekend. We'll get to see some cool Asian creators. Maybe I can vlog it too. I haven't vlogged in forever either. Okay, now for the final stretch of Seaking. I just need the pink afterwards, and then I'm done. And then I'll open up some Pokémon cards. I'll open up a little Pokemon kit, or maybe I'll open that. I have another blind box that I might want to open up first. Ooh, I hope this looks good, because it's kind of dark looking. I don't think you can really tell the difference between this red. I need to figure out how to fix that. Right when this is over, and I need to set, like, it must have an auto off on my camera. But at least it makes a sound, so I know that happens. Ah, okay. Seaking. Almost done. Oops, this isn't the right one. Alright, Seaking. I will give you some fishy lips here. Yay! Oh, that actually, that's so vibrant. It looks like Seaking has lipstick on. That's really funny. I might change that so that it doesn't look like she just put on a bunch of lip gloss. Okay. We have completed both Goldeen and Seaking using mini beads. My new setup for my camera was working until I realized it wasn't working well. But I think the quality is still a little better. It's 1080p. So this is Goldeen and Seaking all done. Too bad I didn't have any chatters today. Well, we had one. Don't subscribe. I mean, subscribe to this channel. But I guess don't subscribe doesn't want you to subscribe. Okay, now that we're done, let us open up a pack of Chinese Pokemon cards. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. This camera better not turn off on me. So this is a Sylveon pack. I don't know what series this is. They have like the same common thing, like to indicate if you get a rare or whatever. Alright, let us open up Sylveon. My dad got this in Guangzhou, I think. He got it at Miniso in China. I didn't know Miniso sold Pokemon cards over there. Here they just sell plushies and like some other random things. It's not as exciting, no Pokemon card. Oh my gosh. How do I open this nicely so that I can keep the wrapper? It's okay, I'll just rip this one. I have more. Oh, whoa. So China uses the same back graphic as North American cards. That's cool. This is what I'm used to seeing. I don't know if there's a trick to it, so I'm just gonna... Oh, sweet! Okay, I guess we have to move one to the back. We got Glaceon. Beautiful. I can't... I think the first one is like... The first word says Bing Ice. I don't know what the rest says. We got Glaceon. Next we have Umbreon. Oh, it's another holo? Okay. We got Umbreon. Yes! Yes, this is so... I'm so happy. Umbreon. Flareon? Are all of these gonna be evolutions? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then... Espeon. What? This Chinese pack has... I guess they're just evolution? What? Oh my gosh, 4 evolutions in one pack! That's amazing. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. That's all I want. All I want is evolution cards. 月亮 something something. 太阳 something something. 火 something. I don't know. The 火 is fire, of course. 太阳 is sun. 月亮 is moon. 冰 is ice. Makes sense. I don't know what the other two characters mean. Wait, so that's really interesting. So the Flareon has this really... Whoa, look at the holographic there. It's like, it moves. It's like a... Wow, that's special. And then this one has... This is Pokemon... There's 2 stars on it at the bottom. It says 0511 out of 4. Oh, there's only 4... Wait, I don't understand. I don't understand. It's okay. But I'm so happy my dad got me these Sylveon packs. That was really cool. Oh my gosh. Chinese Pokemon packs are... I think that's totally... I think it was around $2 a pack. I don't remember how much yuan he paid for it. That was a great pull. I hope the other packs also have a bunch of cool evolutions, and hopefully I get Vaporeon, Leafeon, Jolteon. What am I missing? Yeah, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Sylveon, Eevee. Ooh, this is great. I'm so happy. I will definitely be putting these in my binder. Oh, that's great. Okay, and then I guess actually I'll open up this thing, because after my dad bought the packs, he said it came with this DIY kit from a lucky draw. Like, they said, okay, since you bought some Pokemon cards, you can pick a lucky draw. And then the prize he got, he could have picked a pin or this thing. Or no, he said he could have picked a keychain or this thing, and he wanted the keychain, but they're like, no, you should pick this. This is cooler. Maybe they thought I was like a child, so they thought this would be cooler. But I would have wanted the keychain, so my dad was right for wanting to get that. But let's open this up. See, look, this is interesting. It's from Miniso, see? And then I guess you just rip it here. Yeah, I'll open this up and see which DIY kit we got. Let's see, it's... Oh, okay, it's a red one. Look, who's the Pokemon on the top? Oh, it's Slowbro! Oh my gosh! Actually, yeah, this is better. Actually, they were right, because this comes with a keychain. And it's Slowbro! With glasses! That's kind of cute. Oh, I wish I got the Pikachu though. That would have been really nice. Or the Leafeon. But I'm so glad I didn't get Dragapult. Because I don't know Dragapult like that. Gardevoir would have been cool too. Or Mr. Mime. I guess Mr. Mime is the rare. Now, yeah, the Pikachu would have been so cool. It's okay. I don't know what this is. Looks like, I'll have to ask my parents what this says. But we got Slowbro. Let's assemble it. This is the keychain. Slowbro with the lab, the academic bit. Then I guess this is a puzzle box that you have to assemble yourself. Ooh, let's see if we can get some clicky sounds. Whoa, what is that noise? Oh, there's some. Oh, let me peel first. Oh my gosh, I don't want to mess it up. Let's peel. Okay. That was easy. Okay. Then, oh, I guess you can put something in here. Then you just click it together like a puzzle. Oh, let's see. I should be good at this. Let me bring out all of them. Pokémon. Something 结. Let's see. These two pieces are the same. These look around the same. This should be the top. Then the name is at the front. Oh, it doesn't make a clicky sound. There's no instruction to it either. And then there's this weird looking Pokeball. I guess I can put it however I like. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it like this. This up here. It's good. I can't tell. This Pokeball looks like it's upside down. But I don't even know what kind of ball that's supposed to be. And then. This looks like it's supposed to be. Oh. Like this. There. I don't know. I guess you can change it however you like. So that is the Slowbro cube. And then we put Slowbro on top. Wow. Pretty cool. I've never seen something like that. Okay, and then it hangs like this. That's so cool. Thank you to my wonderful daddy for getting me these things from China. Yeah, so that's it. That is my haul today. My pulls, and then I don't know what to do with the Slowbro. I'll put it somewhere. Maybe I can't even fit a Perler Bead thing in here. But But yes, that's it for today. That is the live stream. Thank you for joining and for checking this out if you're watching the replay. Really appreciate you for being here or just stopping by really quickly. And I'll see you guys next week when I make some more Pokemon. We did Goldeen and Seaking today very quickly. Okay, have a good weekend. Enjoy the first weekend